Laynie and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am so excited that you are here. And there's Mr. Abel prepping his pillow so he can get cozy. This is an everyday occurrence. He's a prince. He's adorable. If you are new here, I am so excited that you decided to stop by and hang out. If you are returning to my channel, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Today's background is a little wee bit different. We are actually sitting in my dining living space. And I'm going to show you guys how I clean my makeup brushes. I cannot believe this is a video I have never done on my channel. I mean, what kind of beauty YouTuber am I? I wash my brushes. I try to every week, if not every week, every other week. And I do have some favorite products when it comes to cleaning my makeup brushes, so I want to share that with you guys and to show you the process. But before we dive on into that, I have to do my question of the day. Today's question of the day is, why don't we just make it about today's video? Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite methods for cleaning your makeup brushes? If my camera seems a little bit jiggly, I do apologize. I have the littlest miniest tripod in the world. It's this tall, and I had to set it on top of my husband's NES Classic Edition box so that it could be high enough that you're not shooting totally up at my double chin. So yeah, let's dive on into cleaning my makeup brushes. I have a total favorite product. Oh, I feel like the camera's jiggling. I'm sorry, we're on my dining table. It is an antique. By antique, I mean it really is an antique. So it's not really the sturdiest. It's definitely moving every time I move. I'm trying to not use my hands, but if you're not new here, you know I talk with my hands. My absolute favorite cleaning product is this here. This is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I actually found this through Kini Johnson several years ago. She talked about it on her channel, and I want to say about a year and a half ago, I finally decided to make the plunge and buy it. It is not cheap. This big bottle, I believe full price is $42. I will link it down below for you guys if you want to check it out and learn more. It says it's 99.9% bacteria free. There is a little star though that tells you it's bacteria free and dries in seconds, may stain brushes. Do not dip brushes more than halfway. So there's a little disclaimer there. It does dye your brushes. Any of my brushes that have a white tip or white bristles are light blue. I can live with that. It doesn't really bother me because I really like this product. I should get it on the VIB sale, you guys, but I told myself I cannot buy nothing on the VIB sale because I bought some new clothes from Forever 21 for a spring, or I think I'm going to call it spring, maybe summer lookbook, and I'm really excited to film that for you guys. But since I splurged and got some new clothes, I decided I'm not buying anything in the VIB sale. But this is my absolute favorite. They really do dry fast. I still usually do my brushes when I'm not going to need to use them until the next day so that I know they're good and dry and ready to use. If you're looking for a product that you don't have to order from Sephora's website, that you can just go in store, I have used the Sonia Kashuk brush spray from Target, and I actually did really like it. I want to say it's just as expensive though because the bottle is really small, and if you're like me and you have a lot of brushes, you probably are only going to get a couple uses out of it, and once you bought as many as you're going to need to do months worth of washing, you would probably end up using the same amount of product, and it would probably be just as expensive, if not more. But I truly love this product. I believe this is what professional makeup artists, how did I not remember that word? What professional makeup artists use, and I do really love this product. If I'm going to actually deep clean, like scrub, wash my brushes, this is my favorite soap. This is the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 hemp soap. I love this stuff. I used this for many years before I switched to my Cinema Secrets. The only reason I've kind of gotten away from this is just because since I wear makeup basically every day, or at least 6 out of 7 days a week, don't like waiting for my brushes to dry overnight, and I was finding that some of my brushes were taking longer than overnight to dry, and that's a problem when you go to get ready for work and you realize 99% of your brushes are still damp. So that is the only reason I've gotten away from washing my brushes, but I probably should because I do think it is really the most thorough way to clean. So I should probably still do that a couple times a year, but this is my favorite soap for that. I still wash like beauty blenders, makeup sponges with this. I love this stuff. Another way, if you're kind of worried about bacteria or wanting to be extra sanitary when using a soap, add a little tea tree oil in there. I've done that many times. It will make your brushes smell like tea tree, so if you do not like the tea tree smell, skip that. But if you want a little extra cleaning, a little extra comfort knowing that you've sanitized your brushes, I really do think putting just a little tiny dab of tea tree oil in there makes a difference. So Dr. Bronner's is amazing and it's such good ingredients. It is not cheap. A big bottle, I want to say, is usually about 15 bucks, but the bottle is huge, just like the Cinema Secrets. I think this was maybe like 4 bucks. This is travel size. Since I don't use it all the time now, I really don't need the big one. When I purchased my Cinema Secrets, I also bought one of their little metal jars. This is just nice for dunking my brushes in because I was just using like a coffee cup. And then I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea because I do wash it in the dishwasher afterwards, but like, are some of those chemical residues staying in there and then we're drinking out of it? Probably not my best idea. So I did purchase this, and I will have everything linked down below for you guys to check out, but this is real handy for dunking the brushes. The way I usually do this, truthfully, is I usually do it at night after work, after dinner, and we are watching Netflix, and I'll sit there for an hour episode or whatever we're watching, maybe a movie, and I will just clean the heck out of my brushes while I'm watching it. That is what I recommend, but today I wanted natural light for cleaning these so you guys could see what I'm doing without the studio lights, and there's no TV in front of me. It's actually back here, so I guess I'm just gonna be bored while I do this. Here are all my brushes. So we have a lot of cleaning to do, you guys. So that is how much of the actual cleaner I have added. As you can see, not very much at all. Maybe about a ½ inch of the bottom of the container is filled. I swear Buddy Boy knows he's on camera because he is trying to be extra cute and posed for you guys. Look at how cute he looks. Are you my cute buddy? Are you my cute buddy? Okay, so I usually break it up by sections. I go into each section of my little holders. This is my first section, and that is the first section we shall tackle with the cleaning process. I also grabbed some Lysol wipes. I also frequently use Purell wipes because I have a few things that are just needing to be wiped off, like this little eyeshadow shield. I'm sorry if you guys can hear raining or if the lighting is a little gray. It is gloomy AF out today. It has been all week, so yeah. We're touching the handles all the time. I try to always wash my hands before I go into my brushes, but there's still always going to be a little bit of bacteria on our fingertips. So once I've cleaned one, I just set it back in my little holder. This I haven't used and it has a cap, so I don't clean that one unless I've actually used it. These three get a lot of use, you guys. These are some of my favorites, and I just dunk it in, and then let me show you what I do. So the brush is damp now, and I use a brown towel as my little cleaning area, and I just swirl it. Swirl, 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 until it looks like everything has come off. I work it back and forth, swirl again, and then look at the difference. I mean, that is way, way, way cleaner. I think what I'm gonna do is just show you guys cleaning all of this first set of brushes, but I'm gonna speed through it in editing, so yeah. Sound like a plan? So I do want to show you guys some of these because these are definitely my dirtier brushes, especially this one can be a little trickier to clean because I use this to buff out eyeshadow primer, concealer, that kind of gooey stuff. As soon as you dip that into the container, you can see the product like repel from the bristles. It is that powerful. So this one, I usually will dip it in twice, then hit a fresh patch of towel. And I really like to go around the outside. Make sure I'm swirling it really well. Buff it out onto another clean section of the towel. If there's product left over, you can usually really see it. This looks nice and clean now. I don't see any concealer or primer stuck to the outside. Then just taking my Lysol wipe and wiping down the handle. Now we're moving on to face brushes. This is where it gets a little more interesting. I try not to put too much product in here because these brushes will literally soak up the product like crazy. Most of these have not been used. Obviously, as you can tell, these are the 3 that I use the most, but again, I'm gonna clean all of them. I usually start with the dirtiest ones. They're gonna need the most scrubbing. This one is not bad. I've only used it like 1 time. Now these 3, ooh, and let's take this one. And this one really need a good cleaning. And I'm really hoping I have enough product left. It's gonna be close, real close. This one is probably the hardest. This is what I use for all my setting powders, and it gets pretty dirty, but instantly, as soon as I dip it in there, I can see the powder start to repel from the brushes. And then I'm just gonna start down here. And again, I'm gonna try to make sure I work the outside of the brush really well and just really work that cleaner into the center of the brush. I mean, look at that. That actually came off a lot easier than usual. That was not bad at all. Taking my new Lysol wipe and just wiping the handle. I will say I feel like my blush brush stays stained no matter how well I clean it. I have cleaned it like 3 times before, hoping it would get the stains out, but the blush brush just doesn't want to do that. But seriously, much better than it was. This one can be a little tricky only because I use this for highlighters. So sometimes I'll get it clean, but then I'll notice there's still quite a bit of glimmer, glittery type stuff in there. Really working on the outside of this brush because the product stays for the most part on the outside of the brush. But you still want to work the inside. I'm just gonna move it to a new patch of towel so that I'm not just picking up the glittery, glimmery stuff that I just got rid of. And that's pretty darn good. Very little glimmer left in there. That looks really nice. So all my brushes are now clean. Let me show you for proof. They look much better. I'm going to leave them to dry overnight. And I basically used all of my favorite cleaner up, and now I don't have any more. So that's disappointing. As you can tell from the start, I think there was, what, like this much in there? I mean, it takes quite a bit of product to clean all of the brushes that I have. So if you guys have any quick drying, cheapy, maybe DIY, or just cheapy makeup, my brain's not working, makeup brush cleaner that dries quickly and does a good job and that's cheaper, then please let a girl know. The one thing I like about using a towel is now all I have to do is throw this in the washing machine, throw these away, super simple. I do want to take you over to the sink though so that I can show you how I clean this one with this. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take a field trip. Okay, so this is gonna get a little bit loud, so I don't want to be talking when I have the water running. So this is the current sponge I'm using. This is by Real Techniques. It was some like rock themed sponge thing. And the only reason, or maybe, no, this was Eco Tools, yes. It was on sale at my local Ulta, a 3-pack for $3. I was like, that's unheard of cheap, and I really don't care if it's wonderful or not because I've just been using sponges lately for patting out my makeup after I apply it. So yeah, what I do is I'm going to turn the water up to like a little more than room temperature, a little on the warmer side, but not like burn your skin off hot, and apply a few drops of this and just work it in really good and rinse it really good. Then I just double up a paper towel and just wring it out into the paper towel to help get extra moisture out so it doesn't get like musty or gross overnight, because I'll let this dry all night too. And voila, I mean that looks so much better. It honestly looks like a brand new sponge. That soap does such a good job. It really, really does. It smells really good too. It smells really fresh and pepperminty, which I like. They do. So after I had just cleaned this sponge, I almost dropped it on the ground. My heart nearly stopped. I nearly threw myself in the line of fire, threw myself on the ground so I wouldn't have to rewash it. That was me It almost happened. I caught it before I had to do the full-on throw myself to the ground, thankfully. But you know, I would have. That is how I clean my makeup brushes. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you have any recommendations, please let a girl know. I am a chatty Cathy, and I seriously love talking to you guys. So let's see who's commented recently to do a shout out. So I have shouted out this person before, but I feel like I cannot shout her out enough because she is literally the kindest, most genuine person. She is always so kind in my comments. I'm so glad that she's a part of the Lash family. I don't know if she's gonna know I'm talking about her until I say her name, but I just have to shout her out because seriously, she's so kind. Rosalva, thank you so much for being a part of the Lash fam and for always spreading kindness in the comment section. You seriously have the sweetest heart and you're always rooting on my channel and cheering me on and motivating me to keep going and keep trying harder. So thank you so much for being here. I seriously, seriously appreciate it. You guys, that is everything for today. If you haven't subscribed yet, click, I think it'll be, I need to point this way. Click the subscribe button. Join the Lash fam. You will not regret it. I'm really trying to zhuzh up my channel this year and try new things and just make it a little more interesting, a little more fun, maybe a little more variety. Of course, I'm still going to stick mainly to beauty because that is my thing. But I do want to do a little bit, you know, just be more creative on here. So if you guys are excited for 2019 here on my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and like I said, subscribe. I would seriously love to have you be a part of the Lash fam. Oh, I kicked the table, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna try to not lean on the table. Camera's still moving, darn it. And as always, you guys, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.